Alright gang, I've tried to make this video of these slot cars I picked up a while back 3 times now. My camera keeps, I don't know what's going on with it, but it keeps cutting off. So I'm going to split this into 2 different videos to see if I can get this going. So just a little brief comment here. I bought, it's total 10 tracks, but 2 of my duplicates for parts a while back, and I bought all these slot cars for $250. So let's check this out. First car I'm going to show you is a car that I've never had. It's a Datsun 280Z. It might be a ZX. It has Camel, and I don't know if I'm thinking it's Camel cigarettes, but I know that there is that Camel race or something like that where they do the Land Rovers or Range Rovers or whatever it is. They have the same Camel. But if this is a cigarette car, you know it wouldn't be sold today because of all the parents that are, well, my age now, most of my grandparents, but their kids are so weird thinking that because if their kid picks up a car with Camel cigarettes on it or whatever, their kid's going to instantly smoke. It's called raising your kids and let them teach them, you know, smoking's not good. I smoke cigars. I made a bad choice, but I enjoy cigars. Boy, I'm preaching. Already preaching. All right, but that's the Datsun 280. And I actually have a damaged body as well. The tampos on the damaged body are better, but it's missing the spoiler. Kind of sad. These next 2, I don't know much about these 2, if they came in sets or what. They're drag cars. Got to see the blowers, Pinto, Ford Pinto, AMC Gremlin. The Gremlin's got shamrocks on it. Take my glasses off, about fell off my head there. Got a lot of wear on it. You know, I got all these cars from the same guy. He bought them from somewhere else. The chassis, 2 different chassis. This one's got the brass pan on the bottom of it. So if they came together, something happened to one of them and they swapped the chassis out. I have not been able to find anything. Let me get my hands out of there. My gosh. I have not been able to find anything where Tyco had a drag strip set of slot cars. So, and I love drag racing. Man, that is some of the best stuff in the world. This next one, oh, I love it. Thunderbird. It's you know, got a lot of play wear on it. I had to clean a lot of these cars up, oiling them, taking a toothbrush and I about said thumbtack, a toothbrush and a toothpick, cleaning all the lint out of them where the cars are operated on carpet. That's a lot of cleaning. I got every one of these cars I'm going to show you run. I posted a video a long while ago. It had some Thunderbirds I bought new and a Camaro just like this. I gave that Camaro away to a friend that used to have a Camaro when I was in high school back in the 80s. That Camaro, I think, was missing the wheels, and there might have been something else wrong with it. I can't remember if it ran or not. I literally had to go back and watch that video to see if I said it ran or not. But it had the same damaged post. This post is damaged too. And most of these cars are perfect condition other than missing dry rotted tires. And I'll have to get some more in order. These are 2 Tycos. Now, I'm a Cutlass fan. Certain years suck, but I like this body style. They look pretty good. Got the, you know, missing the front wheels. There's the back. It looks just like a Cutlass. These are Tycos. And then I got the Richard Petty version. Now this one, what was it? This one. One of these didn't want to run right, and it took a while to get going. Now, I had to watch a couple of videos, couple is an understatement, a lot of videos on YouTube, and there's 2 guys I'll recommend you watch if you are looking to fix up some Hot Wheels, some slot cars. A guy named Slot Car Crazy and Vito Man 50 is the other one. Lots of information, lots of information. Now, when I got my sets, they always had the Richard Petty cars in them. And if you watch that previous video, of the custom 8-track. I mentioned that, you know, that was my first race car set, slot car set, and I had another one after that had Richard Petty cars in it. They came with these little flyer sheets, if you will. They were color, and they showed you all the different cars you could buy to add to your collection. Where I live at, there was no hobby shops. You got stuff like slot car tracks around in my area. You got them at Christmas time on your birthday, so you didn't go anywhere around here and pick them up off the shelf unless you went to Sears or J.C. Penney's and ordered them out of the catalog. These two were damaged. The wheels dry rotted. But what it is that the front actually bolts to, is held on with a screw. The back, if you see the blue in there, there's two body posts. That one is somewhat there, but that one on the other side is missing. Basically, what was happening is the bodies were sitting sideways, and this one, the top pops off of this one. The bodies were sitting sideways. So basically, I didn't want to hunt, but I had to buy new bodies. I just took that, and I forgot what this stuff called. It's called, that blue stuff in there. It's like a gummy substance, and it's removable. And I stuck it in there and took Q-tips. Good Lord, it's like almost 1 o'clock on Saturday night or Sunday morning. I'm tired, but I took paper clips, cut them, bent them in the shape of a U, wide enough to fit snug around the chassis, and I secured them in there with the blue. You can see the paper clip there, and it works. I mean, the body holds pretty tight. My dad had a Volkswagen thing growing up. Those things were awesome. I wish they would let them continue to be imported into the United States, but you know our safety laws. That thing actually floated. Man, it was the coolest thing in the world. Baja Bug, oh man, big time, 60s, 70s. People Baja'd their Beetles. This one's missing the lights on the roof. And, you know, I try to clean these things up with glass cleaner. Some of them I put in the sink with detergent and a toothbrush to get all the inside. It's amazing at how dirty these things were. And most of them still have hard tires. I got to get almost every one of them have to have tires replaced. That's going to run into a little bit of money. But I promise you they all run. They all operate. Some of them maybe not at peak performance, but they do run, and it took a while to get them going. This one, I think, was somebody really enjoyed, because now I'm not an expert, but when I had to order some tires, I ordered a pack of tires for a couple of the cars. They have O-ring style tires now. Now back in the 70s, I don't remember any of my cars having O-ring tires, but these have O-ring tires, and the back wheels are hard as a rock too. But I was still to get a Bronco because I'm a Bronco freak. Drive one every day. Went to the Ford lot today, or Saturday, to see if they had anything they could tell me about the Bronco. Of course, they don't. Two Econoline vans. Both of them I got working. The funny thing is, well, this one's missing the bumper, and this one looks like it might have been either in the sun a lot or it was in a smoker's room. It's because the white is not vibrant. But then again, it may have come that color. I never know. I don't know. I never know. I don't know. I think they offered this in a darker color. But this one didn't have to have much work to it to get it to go. This one didn't want to run. So I got it going with the, took the body off, cleaned it up and all that. And then when I put the body back on, it didn't move. Well, it's got the wrong size tires on it. I think these are the size tires that goes on the Volkswagens. So, got to hunt those down. AMC Javelin. Now, if you've never seen an original AMC Javelin, you are really doing yourself a disservice if you like cars. AMC was wild when they're in the 70s with their cars. They had some of the wildest interior fabrics, that is. Headliners, they might have like a black seat with yellow and orange stripes. The headliner had the same stripes across it. The Javelin, had a friend that his dad had two of them, and he used to drive one every day to school. They were ugly cars, but man, they were cool. I got two more AMCs here, Matadors. Back in the 80s, you could have bought a Matador sedan in awesome shape, a few $100. Nobody wanted them. They were AMCs. They were everywhere. Dodge buys AMC, kills everything but the Jeep. And now what people are doing to Jeeps nowadays, man, they should be arrested. It makes me not like Jeeps anymore. Now, I already posted a video of some Thunderbirds I bought when I was younger, back in the 80s. And they're in this case as well. Got two 711s, and I think there's a 711 in the, I got a Tyco Superstalkers set. It came with, I think, a Cale Yarborough and this Thunderbird. I forgot who drove this one at the time. But the one in the set is missing the windshield, I believe. But there's those. They're in really good shape. And I didn't have to do anything to these Thunderbirds. I put them on track and they just took off. I did clean the shoes up a little bit. And you see the wear on the shoes really ain't that bad. I just took a gum eraser and just cleaned them up. Springs were in good shape. Motorcraft Thunderbird. Awesome. Awesome car. I don't remember the lights lighting up on any of these. They may have. Then I got Citgo Thunderbird. I don't know how many different Tyco Thunderbird NASCARs they made back then, but there you go. Now they look brand new. Now this chassis has AFX on it, and I could not remember the company that now has AFX. It's Auto World. Now if you look at the front, there's a lot of different detail on the front. The headlights are painted in, and they're a little bit bigger paint job there. But this one, I don't know if it's going to come out. It says GTX in the grill. This one doesn't. This one says AFX. The shoes look new. I mean, the whole chassis looks new. But the wheels are the O-ring. I'm sorry, the tires are the O-ring tires. This one is Auto World branded. And it's not going to come up on the camera, but it says Auto World right there. And even the tail lights and the tag are on it. To where this one is just a NASCAR. Oh, it's got GTX right there too. I'll be doggone. But those ran tip top, no problem. Got I believe this is a Charger. Again, you see, I don't know how it's going to come out, but you see where I did a little bit of cleaning with a gum eraser. This one I really didn't clean up much, but in the back corner, I don't know if it's going to come out, you see grime in there from the car with the oils and all that. So whoever had most of these cars did take care of them. This is a cool car, Dodge Magnum. Absolute gutless car when it came out, but good looking car. This one has a damaged post, but that's okay. This car's old, and it's all there, and it's an AFX as well. And here's another car that's near and dear to my heart, Monza. The dude Slot Car Crazy. He's one to check out on YouTube. Can't mention him enough. He's actually got a video about this car, and he talks about the one he had when he was a kid, and I think he said it was green. Tons of information on slot cars, tons of it. Slot Car Crazy and Vito Man 50 is the two guys I watch a lot of videos on to get ideas on how to fix the cars and get them back in shape. Alright, my camera's about to die, so I'm going to try to get this done as fast as I can. English Capri rally car. Now, I remember having one of these as a kid. Don't recall where I got it from, if it came with a track, but this one's all intact. Again, it needs tires on it, and it's a G Plus chassis. And the body's a little bit bowed, but because the stickers are still on it, I don't want to put it in hot water to squeeze the body back in, so it's just going to have to sit that way. 40 Ford Coupe. This is a Tyco. I know it came single, sold separately, and it came in a set with a 57 Chevy. I don't remember the name of that track. Oh, I ain't casting shadows. And the chrome windows kind of detract from that car in my opinion. Now this next one's a Tyco Corvette in chrome. The lights did work on it. I didn't really have to do too much to this car. It's really clean. I don't care for chrome cars, and Vito Man 50 has a video about how to remove the chrome. If you're interested, check him out, Vitoman 50, because the cars are molded in different colors, and then they just pull bodies out and dip them in chrome. Again, that guy's got tons of information. These next 3 cars are TCR cars by Tyco. 2 Mustang 2s and a Pinto. This one's a jam car, and it's supposed to have the wheels fixed into the right turn position. And if you've never ran a TCR track or operated one, it's really cool. The cars, you can change lanes, pass each other, and the jam car is going to block you. The back ends, they all have heavy bumpers. You can tell they're Pintos and Mustangs. And I refer to these as dirt track cars by the way the front ends are, with that long slope padded hood. This one does not come with a set. I picked this up separately, or it was in that box lot of die-cast cars, but it runs, but it has a broken spoiler on the rear. But hey, it's still cool. These next 2 Malibus, you see how the wheels are fixed? Sorry, I'm looking at the cars through the camera. The wheels are fixed in the right turn position, and this one I think is a glow-in-the-dark car. Pretty good looking cars. I'm not crazy about the glow-in-the-dark, but they work. Not that great, but they do work. Got a Tyco jam car Mustang. Got a big bumper on the back. Minimal play use, and it has, I thought somebody was put a paper clip in that, but that's actually came with the car. It's to keep it from constantly running up against the wall of the track. Then I got 2 Dodge Vans, same scenario. They're Tycos. I believe they're Tycos. Uh-oh, don't do that. You see this one has those same 2 guide pins on the side. These are pretty cool looking vans. And Dodge in the 70s, man, they had some good looking grills in their vans. I don't think that the lights lit up on these. They might not. Maybe they weren't supposed to. I don't recall, but they did work. These 3 are Lionel cars. A Porsche, another Porsche, a steering, and a BMW. Is this the Lionel? Wait a minute, one of them might not be a Lionel. This is an MK2. Not a fan of the Porsche to begin with. Make a Porsche fan mad, tell them they're just hopped up Volkswagens. But there's the Porsches. This is another TCR car. It's the Dodge Truck 73. I got another one in a set. It's missing the stacks, I believe. This one runs pretty good. The one in the set is kind of beat up, wore out, but it runs. Again, if enough people are interested, I could do videos on the other tracks as well. These are 2 from my childhood, I remember. Not from my childhood, but I had these. Richard Petty, red and blue, and Richard Petty, orange and yellow. Pretty good looking cars. They don't run at peak performance, but they do run. The last ones here, I've already did a video on those. I bought that one, and this one new. These 2 Thunderbirds are Lifelike Thunderbirds. Are pretty generic. We're not going to worry about those. This one, give you an update on, was in the original video I did with all the Hardys, the Union 76, and the Blue Thunderbird. This one was one in that original video with the Z28. I mentioned it had a roller chassis because it did not. The motor burned up, and I pulled it body off of one car and put it on the good chassis, and then made this just a roller. And I felt bad, so I bought this chassis off of eBay. Wasn't paying attention. It had yellow wheels. I kind of dig it. At least it runs again. So gang, right now I'm gonna end this video before my camera dies. That's the short, sweet, quick video for 20 minutes. If you want to see one of these in particular, more detail, let me know, and I'll break out some time and do one. If people are interested in the tracks, I will start posting videos on the extra tracks or the additional tracks. But my camera's, the last bar just went out, so I'm going to end it here. You guys, thanks for viewing, and